So you're 61. You just signed a check for $250,000. You think all of it went into your retirement. It didn't. $15,000 of that money never even touched your account. It went somewhere else entirely, and nobody sat you down to explain where. This isn't a story about a scam. Nobody broke the law. Your advisor did nothing illegal. That's actually the part that should worry you more.
Let's say you spent 32 years as a high school shop teacher. You saved carefully, you avoided debt, you did everything the personal finance books tell you to do. When you turned 60, an advisor you trusted recommended a fixed index annuity. The pitch was simple. Your money grows when the market goes up, and you lose nothing when the market goes down. No downside, only upside. That part is actually true. I want to be fair here. Fixed index annuities really do work that way. And for some retirees, they're a reasonable tool. But there's a word in that contract you never asked about. And it's the word that decides whether this product helps you or quietly drains you.
The word is commission. Here's what most people don't know. When you sign a $250,000 contract like this, your advisor receives a payment of $15,000. Not from your account. The insurance company pays it directly out of their own pocket. So your balance still says $250,000. Nothing appears to be missing. That's exactly why this is so easy to miss. But that $15,000 has to come from somewhere eventually, and it does. It comes from how the contract is built. Lower growth caps, longer waiting periods, less flexibility than you were led to expect. The commission isn't a line item on your statement. It's baked into the architecture of the product itself. There's a second word you also never ask about: surrender. Most annuities come with what's called a surrender period, a window of years where if you need your money back early, you pay a penalty to get it. A typical schedule looks like this: 7% in year 1, 6% in year 2, 5% in year 3, stepping down year by year until it finally hits 0 around year 7 or 8. You can usually withdraw 10% of your balance each year without a penalty. That sounds generous, until you realize it means 90% of your own retirement money is locked behind a wall for years, with a fee attached if you want out early. So picture this: your spouse gets sick in year 3. You need $40,000 beyond what you're allowed to withdraw penalty-free. The contract charges you 5% on that excess withdrawal. $2,000 gone, simply for needing your own money sooner than the contract expected. Why this isn't being hidden, but isn't being explained. I want to be careful here because this is where most videos on this topic go too far. Nobody hides this from you. It's all disclosed. It's in the contract, in writing, in the disclosure documents you sign. The problem isn't disclosure. The problem is translation. A 60-page contract written in insurance language is not the same as someone sitting across from you and saying in plain English, your advisor gets paid $15,000 today and your money is restricted for the next 7 years. That sentence would change how most people decide. The 60 pages, somehow, rarely do. A different outcome. Now let me show you the same product used differently, because I don't want you walking away thinking annuities are the enemy. Picture a different retiree. 64 years old, retired with $300,000 and one clear goal: a guaranteed paycheck for life, no matter what the market did. No need for the money in an emergency, house paid off, other savings covering short-term needs. For her, the surrender period barely mattered because she never planned to touch that money early. The commission her advisor earned didn't change her outcome because she understood exactly what she was buying and why. Same product, same fee structure, completely different result. The difference wasn't the annuity. The difference was whether the person understood what they signed before they signed it. That's really the entire point of this channel. The products aren't usually the villain. The gap in understanding is.
The questions that actually protect you, in order. First, before you sign anything, ask one direct question: how much commission do you receive if I buy this product? A good advisor will answer plainly because they're required to act in your interest. If the answer gets vague, defensive, or rushed, that discomfort is information you can use. Second, ask for the exact surrender schedule in writing, year by year. Not just there's a surrender period. You want the actual numbers. 7%, 6%, 5%, however it actually steps down for your specific contract. Third, ask yourself one honest question. Will you need this money in the next 7 to 10 years? If the honest answer is maybe, that single word should change your decision more than anything your advisor says. Fourth, understand that annuities aren't inherently bad. Some are well built and genuinely useful for guaranteed income in retirement, used the right way. The goal isn't to fear these products. The goal is to stop signing contracts you can't translate.
This story isn't rare. It's closer to normal. Most people retiring this year will sign something this year that works exactly this way. The $15,000 isn't stolen, it's simply never explained. And in this business, those two things often look identical from the outside. If you've got a financial product sitting in a drawer somewhere that you've never fully read, that's next week's video. Subscribe and we'll go through it together.